My name is Joanne Alfafara. I'm a test engineer here at Qdabra Software, and today I will be discussing some of the main features of Qdabra's qWSSP, or the Web Services Solution Package. qWSSP is a query-only package of web services and offers a very convenient way to query your SQL databases and SharePoint lists. With WSSP, you can make your forms retrieve data using multiple web service methods. You can query static and dynamic data without writing code. It can also help you speed up your queries since the Query Web Service does the filtering from the machine where the web service is installed. And most especially, qWSSP comes with a tool that helps you quickly create your queries. This tool is called Query Builder. We will use this tool later in this demo. Now, before we start, I'd like to show you the sample SQL table that we are going to query from. In this screen, I am showing you SQL Server 2005 with our sample table named Inventory. This is a very simple table that contains 4 columns, one of which is Product ID, which is a primary key, and the rest are some common details of product, such as product name, price per kilo, and expiration date. This table is pre-populated with data, and we will query this later in our form. In this screen, I am showing you the Query Builder tool. To start, let's fill out the required fields. First, in the web service URL prefix, we will enter the URL to the machine name where qWSSP is installed. As you can see, the web service name is populated with qWSSP by default. Next, choose between querying a SQL database or a SharePoint list. In this case, you will select the SQL database option and click Construct Now button. Now the next options allow us to enter the data source and the database name. And for permissions, we will select Windows Authentication. Click Done. You will notice that the string is automatically constructed for you. To proceed, in the section Query Parameters, enter the table name that you want to query from. In this example, we will use the inventory table. Next, click Insert Return Column link under Query Column section and click the small database icon to the rightmost of the row. Query Builder will now connect to our database and display the existing tables in the task pane. Once the tables are loaded, we will click our table to expand our columns. Here I want to query 3 columns, which are product name, price per kilo, and expiration date. So I will double click on product name, and I will add them one by one by inserting the column row and selecting from the task pane. So now all our columns are added. Next, we will create a very simple filter for our query. Under Query Filter section, click Insert Comparison Link. For the column name field, click the small database icon, and here we will select price per kilo. As for our operator, let's select less than or equal. As for the value, I will enter 40. So here, we are filtering our data to only display those products which prices are equal or down below 40. Finally, Query Builder also allows you to sort your data. So we will insert a column under Query Sort section, and in this case, we will sort it by price per kilo in descending order. Now that we have set up the values, click on Build Now button. You will see that the query strings are automatically displayed in 3 sections at the bottom of the form. For this example, we will only use the first 2 strings. So copy the strings in Notepad because we will create a QueryDB connection later, and since the data connection wizard is a dialog, we won't be able to switch back to Query Builder while the dialog is open. Here, I am showing you a blank info path form, and for this demo, we will populate a table using QueryDB Web Service. To start, we must add a data connection to the form, and to do that, we go to Tools, Data Connections, click Add. In this case, we want to receive data, and we will be receiving data from the web service. In this window, we must enter the URL for the QueryDB Web Service. Click Next. InfoPath connects to the web service and lists out the methods that are available. As you can see, QueryDB consists of 5 methods. For this demo, we will only use the most common query method, which is getColumnsXMLSTR query. We will select that and click Next. Now, this window is the portion where we will use the queries that we got from Query Builder earlier. So copy the first string from Notepad, double-click on Query XML parameter and paste the query string. The same window will be displayed. Here, we will repeat the same steps, but this time we will copy the second string from Notepad and paste again as Query XML parameter. Click Next and finish the creation of this data connection. Now we are ready to use it in our form. To do this, we must select the fields that are returned from our secondary data connection. From InfoPath stack pane, click on Data Source and select the new secondary data connection getColumnsXMLSTR query. Here, as you can see, the columns are returned as row value lists. Now what we need to do is to drag this node into our form and display it as repeating table. Now everything's all set. Let's preview the form to see our table. As you can see, the table is populated with the values from our SQL database, and it shows that data is filtered, showing only those products which prices are equal or down below 40. It is also sorted by price in descending order. We have successfully implemented our QueryDB connection. If you would like to try qWSSP, you can download a free trial version from our website. Go to www.infofastdev.com, search in for qWSSP. In the results page, you can find the qWSSP installer link. Click on Download. Thank you for viewing the Qdabra WSSP demo.